Good morning, Big Brother fans. It is Tuesday, September 13th, and we are getting close here. What are we, 12 days away from the finale? Finale is Sunday, September 25th. The Power Veto meeting was held yesterday. Brittany, of course, used the Power Veto to save herself, and Monty put up Taylor in her place, which is exactly what we expected was going to happen. So no big news there. And the house guests are just doing their dance. I don't know. I thought I'm going to turn this on. I would say this is going to be a short one. And every time I say that, I was like, yeah, you talk for a lot longer. But I really don't think I will today. Because I didn't see a lot happen yesterday. There's talking, there's conversations. At times I hear them talking and think, ooh, maybe something's going to happen. And then I kind of realize, no, not really. Like yesterday, at one point last night, Brittany's talking to Alyssa, so what if I voted out Taylor and kept you, And Alyssa's like, oh, well, I'd be really grateful. And I thought, is she serious or is she just saying that to kind of toy with Alyssa? I don't think she was necessarily toying with Alyssa, but I don't think in the end she was serious about it. And Turner has as much said that he is actually voting out Alyssa now. I thought he would possibly vote out Brittany and let Monty break the tie, but now it sounds like he's going to also vote for Alyssa to leave. So it will be a 2-0 vote unless something majorly changes. That's why I was kind of like, ooh, can you imagine if Brittany got Turner to say, yeah, you can throw the sympathy. Why don't you throw the sympathy vote to me? Vote for Taylor, and I'll vote for Alyssa, and we'll make Monty, actually cast the deciding vote. And then Brittany flips the script and votes out Taylor. But that's not going to happen. Brittany is much closer to Taylor than she is to Alyssa, so she will be voting out Alyssa on Thursday, as will, sounds like, Turner. And so we're going to have a 2-0 vote. And Alyssa kind of, I think, knows it. She even said last night, everyone's talking about when I go to the jury house, like it's a done deal. And they are. They kind of are. And so, they kind of back on, oh, no, it's not decided yet. So, yeah, it is. So, it's fine. Not that I don't particularly care that Alyssa's going. I'm just always up for, kind of surprise and flipping the script and change and chaos. And it seems like things are fairly straightforward this week as far as this goes. What else? There was a poll that Big Brother Network did. It was a poll as much as a question where they asked us to rank our top 5. So this is where it's going to get long, right here. Here's where I go from a quickie to a longer one, because I'll end up rambling about this for 5 minutes. But let's go with it. They asked us to rank our top 5, or to rank the 5 remaining house guests. I believe it was in order of who deserves to win. I think. Remember that's the question was. And my rankings went against other people's rankings, and I got a little bit of flack from people. So I put it as Turner, Monty, Brittany, Taylor, and Alyssa, which, of course, according to Big Brother Networks, the majority of the people put Taylor at the top of the list. Now, I go, okay, I don't see how Taylor has played a better game than most of the house. I give kudos to Taylor for surviving, for getting through, for carrying on, but I do not see where Taylor's gameplay makes her a better, a more deserving winner than at least Monty and Turner. The Brittany Taylor debate is more debatable than the than Turner or Monty over Taylor. I just can't see Taylor being played a better game than Turner and Monty. But Brittany, I looked it up. I was like, wait a minute, Brittany's won 4 power vetoes. Now, yes, I get it. She had Michael for a couple of those where Michael threw her one, right? But guess what? Everybody threw Taylor her power of eat, her head of household. Taylor has one head of household, and that was thrown to her. At least it sure seemed to be by Joseph, Michael. Right? Was it Michael? I don't even remember now. I don't remember who was competing. Kyle. It was Kyle. Kyle was the one who didn't quit. He held on to the last second, whereas Joseph kind of tossed it in. Now, it's not to say that Taylor wouldn't have won, but we know that I can't even remember who now. I'd have to go back and look. They were waiting for one key player to drop. But you guys don't need to tell me. We know. We could look it up. I don't care. But once the one player dropped, so I have to look up my list and have to look at who's competing, and I'll see it right there. Oh yeah. But once that player dropped, everyone's like, okay, we can let it. And hey, how great would it be to let Taylor win it, because she was goes from worst to first kind of a thing. So that's Taylor's one competition win. And that was not a great head out by everybody's discussion. That was not a great head of household for Taylor. So I say that I don't know why she is more deserving to win, other than she had a really crappy start to her season. But that's not a reason that somebody wins. You win because you outcompete. If she had a crappy start and then come back, I was hopeful. I was so hopeful when they did the stepping stone kind of obstacle course, and she kind of scooted across, and the part one of the two-part head of household, which finished with the pie eating contest. When she ran, I was like, oh my gosh, she's fairly athletic. She had a great move. She could do all right. She's got something going here. But I've not seen anything since then, right? So, anyways, all right. I'm beating a dead horse at this point. My point is, I put her below Brittany for those reasons. I don't disagree that Brittany didn't hitch her wagon to Michael, and she was carried by Michael for a ways. But you know what? That was a game decision, and she went with it. I could look at Taylor and go that Taylor had to be dragged into her first alliance. She had to be pulled kicking and screaming into leftovers. And that saved her. So, anyways, that's how I am. Taylor is an amazing woman. She's got when she talks, she says really smart things. She's very well spoken, but she's not great at Big Brother. Just as I've said before, just like Kesar can say some really deep and meaningful things, and just wanting to be fair in some ways, and just wanting to treat everybody well, but not the best at Big Brother. So, all right. I put Turner over Monty. I had to go look it up because people are like, you got to justify it. And it's like, I just, in my brain, that's how I feel. I don't necessarily have to justify my answers, but fine. Let me go look. What did Turner do? Oh, that's right. Under Turner's head of household, Amira was evicted, Michael was evicted, and Kyle was evicted. Those are Turner's three head of households. Whether or not Turner was 100% responsible for all of those evictions, he did make the nominations. He did, carry through. Some are saying that, well, and I don't disagree. It looks like Turner would have been okay with getting rid of Brittany last Thursday, whereas we thought he and Monty both agreed to make the big move. It looks like, based on Sunday's replay, that Monty's the one that kind of pushed Turner to make that move. But Turner did make the move, and he had to stand up there and do that. There were still consequences for that. Turner, as Turner said, he could kill his game kind of thing. So, all right. So that's how I came up with the rankings. I put Turner over Monty, and I put Brittany over Taylor. That's the simple. Alyssa obviously is at the bottom, just because she really didn't do much of anything, didn't win competitions, and she did kind of tag along with to Kyle to her benefit, and but she cost people's games because she had loose lips too. So, all right, that's what I got, folks. Yeah, it's we still got to get to Thursday, and it's Tuesday, so we'll see about tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll have something to talk about. And other than that, anything else going on? No, I have a show recommendation. I saw I follow somebody on Twitter who isn't a Big Brother fan, and is not a celebrity or something. It's actually someone that I went to college with. And yesterday they tweeted a meme. They retweeted somebody's meme about, I don't know. It was a joke. It turned out it was an actor in a kitchen. It was a kitchen scene, and this guy, I can't even tell you his name. Some of you would already know, but he has kind of this sleepy-eyed look. He's kind of like looks forlorn, and I guess you just put the meme to whatever, when things aren't going right, kind of a meme, a description to that meme. And I was intrigued. I was like, okay, who is this guy that everyone's, knows what it's about, and I don't know what it's about? How come everybody knows what this is about and I don't? So I was like, let me look it up. Let me figure it out. And I found out it's a Hulu show called The Bear. And it is about a guy who, it's about a guy. I thought it might have been a reality show. It is not a reality show. It is just a drama. It says comedy drama, but it's very light on the comedy, pretty heavy on the drama. And it's about a guy who inherits his brother's restaurant in Chicago, but not just fast food, just a Italian beef restaurant. That's what they seem to do, and it's just about the drama of running a restaurant and dealing with family and things like that, and coworkers, and I know there's been other dramas like this before. It's fairly intense. The structure is different than most shows I normally watch, and I kind of binge watched the first 3 episodes last night, and I'm enjoying it. And so there's a show recommendation. I've got a lot of shows, a lot of irons in the fire that I need to go back and finish up, but that one's one that it kind of struck me last night, that I was looking for something new and different to what other things I've been watching, and it certainly was. And like I said, I binge watched the first 3 hours, so something to check out if you have Hulu. Or other means to watch the show. And with that, I will now sign off, tell you to have a good Tuesday, and we'll hurry on to Wednesday. I hope yours is enjoyable. I will be heading to a cross-country meet after work, and yeah, that's my plans. So that's it, folks. I'm out of here. Have a good one, and I will talk to you all later. Thanks to my patrons and everybody else. Bye-bye.